皆さんこんにちは。のとジンチャンネル第19回でございます。寒い日が続いておりますが、いかがお過ごしでしょうか。ちょうどこちらのですね、能登半島珠洲市の方はですね、ちょうど昨日から、雪がしんしんと降り積もりましてですね、朝起きた時にはだいたいどうでしょうね、20センチぐらい積もっておりまして、午前中は雪かきにですね、だいぶ時間を取られるといったような一日でございましたけれども、皆さんの方はお変わりないでしょうか。ぜひですね、この寒い中ではございますが、暖かくしてお過ごしいただければと思います。で、今日はですね、こちらの能登人のデザインですね、このラベルのデザインを手掛けていただきました、イギリスブリストルにありますデザインアクティビティという会社のですね、アンドリューとマークさんにですね、お話をZOOMで伺いましたので、こちらをですね、のとじんチャンネルの方でもご紹介をさせていただこうかなと思います。ちょっと新しい試みになるんですけれども、前編インタビュー英語で進みながら字幕の方でですね、日本語を当てさせていただきましたので、そちらをぜひ、ご覧になっていただいてお楽しみいただけたらなと思います。それでは早速スタートしてまいりましょう。 Here we go. Okay. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, Yuki.
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Yuki. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. So, thank you very much for joining this session. And today I would like to introduce both of you to the Japanese radio listeners. And so, may I ask you some introduction of yourself briefly, starting from Andrew?
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm Andrew Stroud, and I'm the Managing Director of Design Activity. Design Activity is a creative agency in the UK. We've been going for nearly 30 years.
Wow,
We work with, we're very lucky. We work with lots of brands, both very big brands that everybody knows, but also little brands. And, we get great pleasure in sort of adding real value to bring small brands to life to make it really exciting for the customers.
Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, Mark.
And I'm Mark Stubbington. I'm the design director. I'm responsible in the company for overseeing all the design work. And I was the principal designer on your project, Yuki, and Noto. So I oversaw the whole creative stage and any other designers that worked on the project and all the way through to artwork. So principally, I'm a designer, but I also help manage the design staff in the agency.
I see. Thank you very much, Mark, for producing this Noto Jin design work. And may I have some questions? Maybe Japanese listeners may want to have those information. So please let me have the first question. So what was the first impression of this project when you heard about this?
We were really excited.
Thank you.
We have never worked with a Japanese client, so that's a first for us. Very exciting. We have worked with clients internationally, so hearing about a drinks project that was partly Japanese but distilled in Wales in the United Kingdom, that was a unique opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
I think also, from my perspective, it was the provenance of the gin sounded very interesting. And as Mark's saying, is sort of conducting a project from so far away. I mean, we've done it before with many European countries and America, but not Japan. So we were excited.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it was. I was so lucky that we could have this project with you as the first project in UK. And the next question would be what motivated you to move into this project? It is almost similar to the first question, but what was the motivation to move into this Noto Jin?
Well, for us, like what we said, it was the combination of working with you and a Japanese client on a Japanese product, which we'd never done before. And in the UK, drinks packaging design is very sought after. It's sort of work that most design agencies really crave to give their creatives and their designers. And so the opportunity to work on a gin that had Japanese botanicals was very unique for us. So for us, we were always going to say yes to this project.
Oh, I see.
But I think also, you know, it's that we generally thought, gosh, this is interesting, and we thought we can bring some, you know, real excitement to the project with designs, you know, to have, you know, so excitement for you as our clients, but also potentially something which would be great for our own portfolio.
I see. Yeah, hopefully this could be a good sample of your artwork in the future. Yeah, thank you very much.
We hope so, yeah.
And the next question would be what was the most challenging thing in this project?
Probably that we have to design for two markets.
Yep.
We have to design for the Japanese market and for the United Kingdom market. So getting the balance right, getting what you as a client wanted and needed for the Japanese market, our knowledge of the UK market, and trying to find a design that worked in both markets. That was probably the hardest thing, wouldn't you agree? That was.
I think that's the hardest thing, or the challenge from a creative perspective. I think, I suppose, from my perspective, I think that also there were some interesting logistics, because obviously there was the distance, perhaps a little bit of cultural understanding, but also we had the because you're working with the Welsh Wind Company, I felt it was very important that we had a good triangular communication. So it's important that we involved Joe, but with respect, not allow Joe to take too much influence on the design, because it's really important that you got what you wanted. So I think from a communication perspective, there was an added dimension which was interesting but also challenging.
Indeed. Yeah, we had quite a discussions, and it made a great output, I think. Yeah, thank you very much. And so what do you think of the final outcome?
Well, we're bound to say we love it. It's fantastic because we did the design. But actually, we really do love it. I think what is particularly nice is that as a design agency, we're always trying to please our clients, but we want to make sure we do the right thing for our client, and we want to make sure that your customers love it. So what we normally do is that, you know, we'll do a safe design and a middle design, and then a more scary design or challenging. But what was great with you, Yuki, is that I think the brief, and you allowed us the license to actually just do what we felt was right. So we were able to show you 3 or 4 really good, really different designs. And therefore there was always going to be an exciting solution. And then, you know, and through that, if you like, initial attitude or latitude you gave us, we were able to come up with a great solution. So yeah, we're really pleased.
And we're working on some other creative solutions for ourselves to help promote this piece of packaging for our agency. So in the future, you will see Noto brought to life for design activity in our agency and how we help sell, because we're very proud of the work.
I see. Thank you very much. That's a great opinion, and I would like to tell to the Japanese customers. And yes, I actually having a lot of great feedbacks from the Japanese customers, and they say wow to see the first time these bottles. And so how do you feel about these positive feedback from Japanese customers?
Well,
I don't know if you want to pause it while they turn that phone.
Well, obviously,
it's incredible. We don't, I know it's probably strange to hear, but we don't always get that kind of feedback. It's not because our work is terrible, it's because clients, they move on, you know, they've got very busy jobs, and they move to the next stage of the project. sometimes we don't always hear what individual people think of our designs. So I think it's wonderful that you have told us what some of your customers think, and the comments are amazing. Yeah,
and I think it's good for when we get comments like that coming from you. We also like to share it with the wider agency because our mantra, we're always, our goal is always to try and add value to the journey, create a great brand for our client, but also give a great customer user experience. And it sounds like that we're doing this for you here, so it makes us feel really, really happy.
Oh, thank you very much. Very logical explanation. Thank you. And okay, so I think that's quite a lot of questions. Thank you very much for answers. And lastly, do you have any comments for Japanese customers?
Yes. I think you need to really enjoy the packaging and mostly enjoy the product inside. But I think if you study the label, look for the details in the map. Can you recognize the Noto Peninsula? Do the customers see that as part of Japan? Do they recognize it? And also, can they see the individual ingredients inside? And can they identify what ingredients are in the gin? And maybe can they taste it too? So look beyond the initial design and look deep into it to find the hidden ingredients and see if you can work out what they are.
I think the other thing I would say is that I just think it's a lovely bottle shape. So I think that once you've finished it, I can see people wanting to keep it as a bit of a keepsake. Do something with it, put it on the mantelpiece. So I would encourage, if that's what customers like to do, that would be a great thing to do with it. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is they also enjoy the gin.
Indeed. Thank you very much for your comments, and thank you very much for these interviews. And please let me share in Japanese later, and hopefully the Japanese customer will love you too. Thank you very much for this session. So see you soon again. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
いかがだったでしょうか。アンドリューさんとマークさんのインタビューだったんですけれども、お楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。ちょっと私のですね、英語がいかんせんたどたどしいというのと、ちょっと翻訳が微妙なところもあったかとは思うんですが、お楽しみいただけたら嬉しいなというふうに思います。能登人の方はですね、ようやくメタノール試験の結果も出てまいりました。これからですね、今ちょうど空港へ向かうチャータートラック便をですね、手配をしておるところでございます。来週にはですね、なんとか蒸留所を出まして、空港の方に持ち込んでですね、なんとか成田まで飛んでいきたいなというふうに思っております。こちらもですね、来週もまた少しずつ能登人の情報をですね、お伝えしていきたいと思っております。お待たせして申し訳ございませんが、また新たな情報、ぜひまた来週もですね、皆さんにお届けしたいと思っております。それではまた来週、Same Time、Same Channel でお会いしましょう。See you next week!